Hello! How's everyone doing? Been a while since I've actually uploaded a new video. I'll explain why in the comments here. Probably sound like I have a little bit of a head cold. I do. Also, I will explain why about that. There's some creepers. Oh, I don't have my bow. That's great. Yeah. I guess this is the first episode in quite a while. This would be episode 16 of NihonTiger and NeoCraft, and I guess the first thing to explain would be where have I been for the past 2 weeks? Why haven't I uploaded anything except that TF2 video that I did the other day? The answer is I was in San Diego, and there's a creeper following me. Run, 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 run. Get away. I was at San Diego Comic-Con, and I mentioned this in my previous video, but I've spent the better part of the last week recovering from it. I've been a little under the weather. This morning is the first time I've actually felt really pretty close back to normal, and it's the first time I haven't been, under the burden of having to do my blogging stuff. I've been doing that all week and trying to catch up. So I guess we should talk a little bit about the trip. And the trip went well. As far as what I got to do, I did a lot of work, met a lot of people that I was hoping to meet. No one really, I guess, super famous that you guys would probably know, mostly artists and various people who work for companies that I am usually in contact with. But beyond that, you see, farm barn, a farm dome, whatever the heck that is. But yeah, beyond that, the trip went pretty well, and there's a creeper down there. I thought he was a little higher up. Is he? No, he's down there. But for the most part, it went pretty well. Didn't really have any problems. Didn't have, any drunken mishap episodes or anything else for that matter that was, was potentially troublesome to my criminal record, which I don't have, by the way. I don't even know why I said that. That's weird. But yeah, maybe just a head cold. We did a lot of things. Got to see a lot of cool new figures and stuff. Played a couple games. That Kid Icarus 3DS game is confusing as heck. I could not play the multiplayer very well. So yeah, you will not be seeing video of me doing that because I was horrendous at it, and I am not going to shame myself by uploading video that I did not even record. So I guess we're back to the grind. For those of you who did check out my last video, my Team Fortress 2 video, there is going to be more of that. Because I play that game a lot when I'm not playing Minecraft. So you will see lots of that, lots of me playing Pyro and Spy, probably doing some reviews of stuff as updates happen. Oh, Zune is on. Nice. Or Otamin, as he's known as in the Minecraft world. See how goes it? Indeed. So we'll get back up here. Alright. Oh, do I need to... Well, let me just put this down here so I can hop up here and mine this. But if you haven't guessed what we're doing right now, and what I'm going to do while I talk, is I'm just going to kind of dig out the roof of my... Yes. Dig out the roof here of my... little, what is it, the grand hall. So if you haven't seen it lately, I haven't really done much with it. You can see it's still kind of got the double doors here for storage. And there's cobble, dirt. I'll grab some more dirt. I might need it. Dirt. And this is where I do all my cobble brick. Well, my bricking. That sounded really close. But anyways, in the future, what we're gonna do is gonna kind of turn this wall and this wall into, you know, brick. And what else I've done is down here, I've started making a path down, and this will be. I haven't decided what I'm gonna do with this. I think I may make it like an automated wheat farm or something. I'm not sure at the moment. I may also make it a animal pen. It's all to be decided, but I'm going to be hollowing this out and making something down here so that it's not just, you know, that covered up. I'll probably put another layer of brick up there for aesthetic reasons. But this will eventually go further down. And what I'm thinking is that this will actually be the path down to the new train station. And of course, you know, when I was digging out the Grand Hall, I broke through and my train station is down there. So what I'll do is I'll probably just build down here. So what am I at even at? Let me see. It's 72. The train station is way, way down here, which I have to finish my rail as well, at 60. So if I can get down to 60, I'll just kind of wing it and see if I can even get back up here. No, I'm too high up. There we go. So I need to do that. I really need to do something better for that, and then I will remove the ladders here because that will actually be a hole. But these stairs go down to, how far do they go down? 67. So I want to get down to 60. Maybe I'll make it, you know, like this. Something like that, and we'll just build the stairs down. And from there, we will do some more excavating and whatnot. Oh, he left before I could even say bye. So, so what should I talk about first? I think we could talk about the hotel I stayed at, which was out in Mission Valley. It was a bit of a long ride to get out there. We had to take the shuttle bus, and it's on the other side of the hills that are to the north of downtown. So it takes about 15 to 20 minutes to get out there. But the hotel was really nice. Courtyard by Marriott, Mission Valley. Great hotel, nice little place. Had a little place to eat, and overall, if I had to, you know, if I had to pick a hotel, I might choose that again next year when I go, because I'll be going next year as well. It's just the way I roll. But yeah, that was pretty fun. As far as other games I got to play, I didn't really get to see much, because I was busy working the whole time. I did see a little bit of Forza Horizon, and it does kind of remind me of, oh god, what's it? Not Project Gotham, Need for Speed. Which one? Whatever one they did, that was the, which one was it? It wasn't Underground, no. It was the other one, Street, Need for Speed Street, which I think is the other one, unless I'm mistaken. If I'm mistaken at this point, I will put something up with the correct title. But yeah, that one, I actually like that game, and I have that on the 360, and it's alright. I can't play it on my PC for some reason; it doesn't like it. And I can't do the same with Shift either, which really tears me up on the inside, because I want to do a excuse me, a Need for Speed Shift Let's Play. I really want to do one of those. I really want to do some more racing game ones too, because I love racing games, and I'm decent at them. I'm not the best in the world. I mean, I'm not like, you know, drifting opposite lock with manual gearbox, no assist on. I usually run with assist because I tend to screw up if I don't. And yep, I'm breaking that. Okay, no biggie. I'll fix that later. But yeah, ooh, excuse me there. Yeah, you can tell I'm a little bit still under the weather. Hopefully this is just my nose that's running, and I'll just go away in a day or two. This happens from time to time, and I always sound a lot. People always think that I sound really sick, and it probably is like the con flu or whatever it is you get. See, I don't get it as bad as some people. Some people get ridiculously sick, and they're in bed for like a week after this, and they can't move, they can't do anything. Me, I just get a runny nose, and it's more of a pain in the butt than anything else. But I'm not going to complain too much. In any case, I should be alright by tomorrow, and I'll be recording some more stuff. I also have a pre-recorded episode from last week that did not go up. That was supposed to be episode 16. Now it's going to be 17, but whatever, same difference. Anyway, more about Comic-Con. The thing about Comic-Con is it's massive. San Diego Convention Center is massive. You have a lot of choices of what you want to do, what you want to go to each day. Oh, I have a hole up there. But you have quite a bit of choice. You can go, to panels. You can just walk the floor. There's always signings. Didn't get to do too many of those this year, unfortunately. I really wanted to do more signings and panels, but again, time constraints and all. What the hell did I just do? I did it twice. I am stupid. But yeah, there's so many panels, and the problem is a lot of panels are at the same time. So you're trying to figure out, okay, I want to go to let's for example, there's an X-Men panel at 11 o'clock, and there's a Batman panel at 11:30, and you can't go to both because the X-Men one is 11:12 and Batman is 11:30 to 12:30. So you kind of have to do a Sophie's Choice kind of thing, except not really a Sophie's Choice. It's not as serious. But you do kind of have to figure out, okay, which one do I want to go to, and I'm not going to the other one. And it does kind of suck, but hey, you deal with it. The other thing that I've always hated about this, and I've been there 2 years now, if you're going as press like me, there was really no good time to actually get around and get photos and actually get up close photos of stuff, because there's usually just a crush of people all day long. Especially if you're near one of the popular booths, like this year. Capcom booth is really popular. WB booth is usually pretty popular, and they put a lot of the people I need to visit are usually out near there. So it's a bit of a pain in the butt, because I had to go back 3 separate times too for Square Enix, because they could only open up the cases so I could get some up close shots when there was nobody really around. And the problem was, unless you're getting there at like 9:30 on the dot, or like 6:30, for the rest of the time there, it's oh, hold on 1 second. For the rest of the time there, it's starting out. But for the rest of the time at San Diego Comic-Con, it's very busy. Almost a constant crush of people. And there's, my God, some of the booths, especially the ones that have signings for TV shows, are just like super packed. And I always wonder why some of those companies even bother to show up to these things. Like, why the hell does Criminal Minds need to show up to Criminal Minds cast need to show up to San Diego Comic-Con? What possibly does it have in common with comics and stuff? It doesn't. That's the thing, and that's one of the things I wish I could change about Comic-Con. Would be, first off, get rid of all the non-comic TV and the non-comic movie stuff. I know there's a big deal about them having, they're trying to open it up so that everyone can go, and it's like, no, no, you don't need to do that. You don't need to have CBS doing How I Met Your Mother panels at Comic-Con. Because people are like, oh, Neil Patrick Harris, I love Neil Patrick Harris. It's like, then go see him somewhere else. It's kind of ridiculous at this point, and I really wish they would just kind of be able to push back against these companies and say no. But I have this feeling they can't, because they would say no, and then the movie companies, which are pretty much the TV companies by now, would basically say, fine, you don't want us, we're not going to bring anything to Comic-Con, and you're just going to suffer, and we're going to have our own convention, blah, 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 blah. Something like that. But, it's just a nuisance at this point that there's stuff at Comic-Con that doesn't need to be at Comic-Con. And I've heard a lot of people complain about that. I think that's a legitimate complaint. Video game stuff, maybe I can understand why they're doing it, but I would not shed a tear if the video game stuff went away too. I would not miss it as much as I like being able to play Nintendo stuff at Comic-Con. I mean, the thing is, you are taking up space that could be used by other people. You don't have to use the whole convention floor. You could open it up a bit more. People would be able to actually get around. Because that's a huge problem right now. Is traffic is absolutely abysmal, and if you're trying to, get to a certain lobby or something, it's almost impossible. I mean, it's like, it's just such a pain in the ass. I really wish that they would make some changes. Maybe I know this is a bit controversial, but maybe they would consider even fewer people at Comic-Con, because hotel stuff is a big problem too, and that was a big problem this year. That's why we were out in Mission Valley, is we couldn't get a hotel otherwise, because they completely screwed up the system this year, and the company they had doing it did it all right. They did an okay job, but they could have done a better job, is what I'm saying. So, let me see if I can. Yeah, I'll just leave that there. They did all right, but they could have done better, is what I'm saying. And let me see. It's Kazan. But yeah, there were so many people that were just like, oh my god, I don't have a hotel room, what am I going to do? And that's the thing about Comic-Con that's the hardest, is if you don't have a hotel room, you can't really go, because you need some place to sleep. You can't sleep out in the streets. So it's one of those things where people are just like, what am I going to do? I don't have a hotel room. And I was almost one of those people, and I almost didn't go. But we got a situation figured out. We got something set up where we could just get a hotel room out in Mission Valley, and that solved our problem. But I know some people probably did not go this year because they did not have a hotel room, and that is something that needs to be looked at in the future, I think. Mitz wants to come visit, but one sec. I just gotta keep blowing my nose here a little bit. But yeah, it's a bit of a problem. Not not a really big problem. Like, actually, maybe it is a much bigger problem than I'm letting on. Maybe it actually might be a really big problem with the hotel stuff, because that's like the most important thing in forever. What did he do? Oh, yeah, my other fun thing, spacebar on my mouse is not working at all times now. And where am I at? I'm at 65, so down the old ladder shaft. That's great. Well, it's not great for him, but that makes for something funny. Oh, there he is. But yeah, I think they should definitely have fewer people, if they can afford to do it. I mean, obviously there's certain reasons why they have to have, a certain number of people, and it's basically based on attendance and shop. Oh, thank you. Eat it back. Oh, I got a gift. So yeah, San Diego is nice town. I like it. It's a nice place to visit. I might even want to move there one day. I don't know. Cool. Let me ask him this. Just ask. I'm gonna go mine exploring because I keep forgetting. Oh my goodness! It's just like gravel everywhere. We'll have to use all this flint and turn in like flint and steel or something. I don't know at this point. So what the heck am I? 62? Where is it? Oh. Yay, more people. Guy and... Oh, what's this? Oh my goodness, I've actually burst down. This is perfect. This is actually quite perfect. This is my rail line, so this is actually where where I'm going to build. I will decide. Here's the station. So perfect. Well done me. Excellent job. So I'll have to fill all of this in eventually. Or I'll make this like a storeroom or something. I don't know. But this is where our new station will be, and it will come down from here. These will be stairs, and I'll turn that into something else, and then the door will be here, and I just put that block there. Okay, now it looks nice and uniform. And what I was thinking is maybe I would do a piston door here, but I don't know at this point. I may or may not do a piston door. So here, actually, let me block that off. There we go, blocked off. Actually, I can use my regular brick. Backwards plan mine Z. Maybe we'll play that in the future. Yeah, I've heard about Mine Z, and it seems interesting. I think I might do a special Let's Play on Mine Z. Maybe a few other things. There's other servers I want to visit. Just real quick shots. Just like, hey, this is a server, and you should come over here because X Y Z, and they have cookies. Actually, there is a server I'm gonna visit that has something to do with cookies. But yeah. So expect that, and expect as far as Team Fortress 2 goes. Yeah, I do kind of hope to have all the blocks changed out eventually. So, building the floor. Let's see. What else did I want to talk about? We talked about Mind Z. We talked about Comic-Con a little bit. What else? Well, I'm going to New York Comic-Con in the fall, but that's a different story, and that'll be a story for another video. But in any case, what else did I want to talk about? Let's see. That was a good cough. So what else is going on? Wonder Festival is next weekend. Next weekend, not this weekend. Next weekend in Japan. And for those of you who don't know what Wonder Festival is, it's basically it's a little bit like Comic-Con, except not really, because it's all about like figures and stuff, like PVC stuff from Japan, and it's like one of the big events of the year. And that usually means that, because I write for a you know, a figure blog, it means that I have, you know, a sleepless night ahead of me for that, because that's going to be like 13, 14 hours ahead of me. So when it's like 11 o'clock there, it'll be like 10 o'clock, 10 p.m. night, Saturday before here. And one of the things is you kind of get used to staying up late for these kind of events. I usually watch Formula One racing live when I can afford to do so, and by afford to do so I mean, you know, I can wake up on time the next morning, because usually to watch it live here in the U.S. you have to be up pretty early, except for a couple races, Brazil and Canada, and now the U.S. Usually you have to be up somewhere between 2 a.m. and 6 a.m. and sometimes 8 a.m. It depends. There's a couple of times a year it's like, you know, 8 a.m. race, and that's always nice because I can always go to bed a little bit earlier and get up and watch it. But this weekend they're in Germany, and Fernando Alonso is on pole, and I'm not a big Alonso fan. I'll admit the guy does rub me a little bit the wrong way, but that being said, there's no denying he's an incredibly talented guy. You know, some people give him crap for what happened with PK in Singapore, where PK crashed into the wall so that the safety car would come out so Alonso could get in and get out with his pit stop and go on and win the race. But still, I think, you know, that's, you know, he's got a reputation as kind of being a little spoiled sometimes and a little bit of an ass, but he's a very talented driver. The guy gets the best out of his cars. He's always, even when the Ferrari's been a dog, he's been able to kind of will it to being a better car than it actually is. And to that regard, you know, you got to respect that. You have to absolutely respect a guy who can get the most out of his machine. And you know, he's on pole, and Sebastian Vettel is running second. Vettel has not had a very good year. He's definitely had kind of a crummy year as far as racing goes. He hasn't been as dominant as he was last year in the Red Bull machine. In fact, Mark Webber is the supposed number 2 at at Red Bull, with Vettel being number 1. That's the thing about, you have number 1, number 2 drivers, or in other words, one driver gets more of the love and attention than the other one. But yeah, Webber's been having a great season. Trying to think who else has been doing all right this year. Jenson Button not been doing so well. He's had kind of a crappy year. Lots of mishaps and whatnot in the races. He hasn't had as great of a season as he has in the past, but I think he'll be all right. I think he's just having a down season, and I don't think it's some indication that he's suddenly become a bad driver. I always feel sorry for Felipe Massa. Massa, of course, those of you who follow F1 know about this, but if you don't, he was in a very, very bad accident in Hungary. Was it 2 years ago? Yeah, it was 2 years ago. It was the year Button won the world title. 2 years, was it? No, it was 3 years ago. It was the year he won the world title. So '09, yeah, that was 3 years ago. But very bad accident. He got hit by a spring or something that bounced off Rubens Barrichello's car and hit him square in the helmet. Damn near killed him. And he has not been the same. Before that, he was an amazing driver. Very fast, very technical. Since then, he's not been very good at all, unfortunately. So, it's one of those things. I personally don't think he'll be with Ferrari at the end of the year. They can find someone else. And there's all kinds of rumors about Sergio Perez going to join Ferrari, and Mark Webber leaving Red Bull to go race for Ferrari and be number 2 for Alonso. 'Cause that's the thing. If you go to Ferrari, you're going to be basically Alonso's number 2 no matter what you want to do, because he's such a top level driver right now that there's not going to be much argument. And I think to that end, I don't think Webber's going to go to Ferrari. I think even if it gets him a better car, because just the way he and Vettel have not gotten along at times, I don't think that he's comfortable with being a number 2 driver. I think he believes that he can be a number 1 driver for a team, but the problem is, I don't know where he's going to go to be a number 1 driver. So I think he stays at Red Bull. And I think Ferrari's going to have to go find someone else. Probably a young driver, maybe a Perez with his Mexico money. I don't know, maybe someone like Jules Bianchi, I don't know. But just, a young talent that they can kind of get ready for the future, because Alonso he's going to start getting up there in age, and they're going to need no matter how good he is, they're going to need a driver to replace him. Unless they want to end up like what happened after Schumacher left and the team. They had Raikkonen, they had Massa, which they were good, but they weren't maybe as good as they could have been. They kind of they got lucky in signing someone who was talented. But again, I don't know anything. F1 silly season is quite a ways off, but should be interesting this off season to see if Schumacher. I think this is the last year of his contract. If he leaves F1 and goes to like a team job with Ferrari, Mercedes. I'm thinking really old here. Back when he was with Ferrari. But should be interesting to see with so many expiring contracts. What happens to some of these teams and all that good stuff. So yeah, I think I've been recording for almost 30 minutes, so I'm going to cut it off here. Next episode 17 will be out of order a little bit. I actually recorded it right after I recorded 15, so I have to do some major editing on that one before I can get it up, which is why I did that in that order. But that will come next, and then 18 will be the next one after that. So, as you can see, looking good on the tower. Oh, you can see what he's on. to say hi to him. Looking good on the tower. Haven't started on the torch yet. I need to get the schematics all written down for that, and I haven't been able to do that this week. But that will be this. Let me show you real quick if I haven't showed it already, or if you haven't seen it. I have this really nice natural arch like this, and basically this is going to be the torch. And if you saw my contest video, the real quick one I did where I built that giant torch, basic same design, and this is going to be floating out over here. We have the rail station now to build. We have to build the rail line as well. I should probably get some deco up here. Yeah, and somebody's still got stuff over there. I have no idea who wanted to build on the floating island, but it's apparently there. So yeah, next couple episodes will probably be lots of building episodes. I'll be talking about what will we be talking about? We'll probably be talking about Wonder Festival at some point. That will be next week. We may be talking about 1.3. That's set to come out August 1st, but of course that's just a tentative date, so hopefully that will happen. And maybe we'll plant a tree here next time. I want to plant a tree here. That's why I have this green space here. There's going to be a tree, like some kind of royal tree, and it will go up here, and it will be nice, and I'll put torches in it so zombies and crap don't spawn on top of it, start killing me. Maybe we'll do something with this tower too. I kind of want to... That might be a longer term project, because I kind of want to... oh, I have a ladder. Okay. So let me just put the ladder here, and boop. Okay, that's pretty much done. Moon's rising, so sun's setting. I will end this here, and I'll go kind of try and get this head cooled over with. So thanks for watching, everybody. Stay tuned. I may have another special video coming up here. There's a milestone that I'm getting pretty close to. If you check my stats, I won't spoil it, but if you check my stats, there's a milestone I'm getting close to. So there will be a special video for that. And as always, good luck, good mining, and have fun. And I'll see you guys next time.